welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdirabah. What a long week it's been. So much to talk about. Take a look. How about a shout out to the youngest couple on the planet right now? These little Ugandans have been declared husband and wife at barely 10 years old.
The minute time do not change. When we talk of o'clock, the minute time do not change.
Education CS George Magoha sat in a classroom and learned ABCD with other Kenyan pupils in Machakos. What can the other CSs learn from this? Now, if the DP tells you vile kesho itakuwa, you may as well just believe him. He's been there and done that. A city council Askari has been fined 750,000 bob for taking a 3,000 bob bribe. Sorry, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. Anita? First of all, it was Anita's fault. Anyway, time now to meet the panelists.
You can't stop reggae!
Hi, guys.
Hey.
All right, so Butita's dressed like Jay-Z. Anita's dressed like it's Harura Show. What is happening? What is going on?
His youth is too much today. I saw him in earrings. I was like, "Hey, Butita, guys were doing this back in 1994."
He
actually looks nice.
Chairman stroke president, Cute Boys Association of Kenya.
Wow,
So
I'm just
I'm
done.
trying to live by example. See my girl them.
Feed the
Hi,
girl.
girlfriends. Hi, your
Other than
girlfriends.
that,
I don't want to disappoint Fidi
End
girl.
man swag. Next week, sasa tuna.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that's about.
Kwani kumbe kutoboa masikio kwa expensive hivyo?
Inapanga.
Yeah.
52,500.
Oh,
But those look
please.
magnetic. Do this. Let's see the
No,
back.
the earrings were free.
What?
It's
They're
like-
taking advantage because I'm a man. 52,000. Hey.
No, they're taking advantage because
Lakini
it's going to
Tanzania
take...
sana sana wacha kuongea juu ya Tanzanian currency, please.
Yeah, it's true.
We know you.
It's true. But it has, you know, I mean, you know, they charge per, like, how long does it take for you to look hot after the piercing? Like, mlango 2,500.
Hizo imeisha.
Anita bure.
Hiyo ni kitu
Anyway,
umekuanga
listen.
nayo kwa roho.
Now,
Come
other
slowly.
things...
Confess, it's
Caro,
Yes.
it's the weekend.
Actually,
Wait
hiyo
at
ni-
least
It's
until
okay.
tomorrow.
actually hiyo ni kitu
Have
amekuwa
you
nafikiria.
Hi.
Amekuwa anatafuta the right time kuniambia.
Hapana. What I do want to talk about, though, I want to talk about two things. So there's this online beef that's been taking place that Anita and I just found out about Tiwa Savage and Victoria Kimani, and that's when we knew we are so old. How did we not know?
I know, right?
How did we, you guys didn't know?
Me, I'm telling you, Nigerian. So
Okay,
anything
moving
she does
right
that
along.
says ijua ni mbali sana.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh,
Hebu
okay.
nichanueni
Okay.
kulikuwa kunaendaje?
So there was this beef, right?
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage and
So there's a challenge where
yeah.
you like insult the people who are blocking your bag.
That's true.
And because I was trying to think of a way of saying the song without saying the words, because
It's called the FU
it's called
challenge.
the FU challenge. So then, so there's that. So then now Victoria Kimani released one where she dissed Tiwa, and I was just like, wow, you didn't go there.
Yeah, because Tiwa Savage is like the Beyonce
Sis,
of
how?
Africa.
Yes,
How?
yes.
Right?
Anyway.
I don't know. But anyway, so
It was
it's
very
such a long
auto-tuned
story,
though.
I'm not
Anyway,
sure.
just keep
It's
quiet.
such a long story. But the other thing I'm concerned about, so now, and I think this is where you have to appreciate being African. So now the new Avengers movie, which everyone is going to watch, right? I imagine,
Yes.
right?
Endgames.
You guys are going to go and watch
watching
the
all
new
the
Avengers.
previous episodes so that by the time it comes,
Yeah, you're
I'm
ready.
ready.
It's
Endgame,
3
yes.
hours, and I don't know how many
Avengers.
minutes. You know when you're African,
Mimi
like...
najua nangoja tu Avengers junior kwa Captain Marvel hapo mwisho wakasema Captain Marvel will be back in
Yeah.
Avengers.
So here it is.
Sionagi hizo movie. Sasa ile unatoka ushafika nje
I
unasikia kuna scene.
stay
Kuna
until watch
post-credit
Stima
scenes.
once
I know, 'cause I'm a tomboy.
kuswip your popcorn, I'll
Yeah.
stay.
I know, I leave.
There's
I
even
leave
the time they turned on the
immediately.
lights at the IMAX cinema, everyone still stayed.
I know.
Mimi
We
ni-
waited until that thing of
There's an
Sony
Avengers quiz
shut.
night.
I watched Captain Marvel ikaisha, nikamaliza ikakuja post credit mpaka zikapita, nikaenda bado nikasikia kuna ingine.
Yeah.
That's two post credit.
I mean, I can ask people
scenes.
to follow me on Twitter to find
Yes.
out about the Avengers quiz night.
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to come for that.
It's a charity event.
When?
Okay.
So follow me on Twitter. Or I
Guys,
can
You
We're
say
can't, you can't just tell us now.
Quickly, today,
Yes,
this
it
is
was
how you
here.
plug
Oh.
in.
So at the Bow Box, April
that
23rd, first prize is tickets to the premiere and 3D goggles.
Okay.
Proceeds go to cancer.
Oh,
that's
nice.
nice.
And
That's
a
nice.
team of 5 is 7,500.
We should
Yeah.
go.
Yes, you
we
form a
should go.
team,
right?
We should go.
So much fun.
I just feel like
I guarantee you, I'll make sure we win because the way I watch those movies,
Yeah,
it's
you're
for
ready.
tears. I'm
Seriously,
ready.
I'll hold you
I'm
guys to it.
ready.
I'll hold you guys to
No, I
it.
swear to God, I'll
Okay.
be there.
All right, I will be there. And
I'm sure even
Butita-
Sam will want to
Butita
come for
said
that.
we'll be there from right
Itakuwa
now.
siku hizi naendaga movie.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be in the country?
And when you say we are
I
going
thought
as
you're
a-
never
Can
here.
we continue maybe?
okay.
Excuse me,
Oh,
Jay-Z?
Okay, just
perhaps?
I
okay.
mean,
For
here?
those who don't know, I wasn't in the country last weekend.
This is not a press conference. It's not. Now we've talked. Who played Kalongo Longo? Did you guys play? Anita, you played Housey. You know, you didn't know Kalongo Longo. It's called Housey.
Lakini
She
you know-
played
Housey.
shop.
Housey.
I mean, I know kalongolongo. Kalongolongo ni ile kuna mkebe mnajiwekea makacha na ya kina Amina, ya kina Anita kucheza na gas mkiwa wadogo. Kalongolongo is unaona mkebe ya jam. Mkebe ya jam hiyo kitu ya juu.
What do you mean?
Mnaingiza na kwa makatikati.
Bas.
Mnaweka makaa. Mnapika.
Yeah.
Piece moja ya nyama
Yeah.
ama kama
I
yai.
don't know. My dad
Yeah.
actually made us
That's
like a
not-
small jiko.
That's
He
kalongolongo.
made you a small
jiko. Is that kalongolongo?
But I loved Kalongo. You don't even understand how much I love
You
that
loved
game.
Kalongo. It's okay. Now, anyway, so Kalongo Longo has never been this serious, and this really shocked me. On Monday, a town council in Ugandan village presided over a wedding between two children, a 9-year-old
Chamama.
class 4 pupil and his 6-year-old bride. Ugandans must have the weirdest idea of giving young people a chance. As in,
I just feel
the
sorry
two
for
were
this chick.
married and then given a matrimonial had to live as a couple despite the laws that they have in their country, clearly stating that it's illegal for persons under the age of 18 to get married or to even get involved in sexual intercourse. Now, word is that the two children started dating when the boy was 3 years old and the girl was also
3
months
months
of
of age.
age.
Do you know
I
actually
find
because
it
they
very
were both
disturbing.
born
Maybe
with
it's
two
because I'm
teeth.
a mom. I'm sorry?
Yeah. Because they were both born with 2 teeth. Like, you know,
What?
like fresh out,
Yeah.
spank
Spank.
and then cry.
Yeah,
2 teeth.
yeah.
So she was like, because my baby had 2 teeth and your baby had 2 teeth, we are going to wear
Bana,
these 2 kids.
hiyo ni phrase ya
This
kifisi
chick is going to
sana.
have a rough life. One guy for the rest of her. She started at the age of 3 months.
She hasn't even gotten a chance to go on a date with anybody
Right?
else. I think it's cultural. I don't think they're really married.
I mean,
or
it doesn't
anything.
give
given
but
a
still,
heart,
why would
babe.
you
Yeah.
at that
It's just a cultural
in my
thing.
family,
Like
they
the
do
way
it, and it's
people are
very normal.
betrothed.
It's like when I give birth, I'm like, oh, I have a boy. You have a girl. Yeah.
How you say,
See, they
see,
get
we
married.
hook
Like,
up.
I was there when my dad was like, did that to
but
my
I've always
sister.
told
Oh,
you,
he's
it's good.
watching now. You know, sometimes I forget that this camera is
I've
live.
told you, Tumi is going to marry my daughter. Let's just be clear now.
Yeah.
We agree in advance, so there's no maneno mingi.
Yes.
Ilianza- hata hiyo ilianza hivyo tu.
Oh,
I think it was
Mchezo.
just cultural. I don't think it was.
Wacha
But
nikwambie-
it
given
can
a
be
heart,
quite disturbing.
still-
It's still
But
I,
what's
just, I,
disturbing.
I find it just, yeah. I
One
think
thing I
the
want to
perfect
know
word
is it
disturbing.
the parents who decided that's going to happen ama ni watu hiyo waliamua. Unajua
No,
unaweza kuwa
but
unaanzisha
no,
watoto
but
kwa
they started
vitu
dating
culture
when
zenye
she was 3
haziwezi.
months old.
And
Ah,
3
hata-
months,
hata
she knew
hawezi
what she
fikiria.
Okay, this is my
Point yangu
thing.
ni hata
No.
hawezi fikiria kitu kaa hiyo. Ni
I-
watu tu wakubwa
Have you
walikavani
met kids of these
wakaamua.
days?
Pana na idea.
Sit down with a kid of these days.
Anita,
They'll tell you more than you know at your
9
age.
years
right?
washajua story. Wanataka kuoana 9 years.
Okay, this is the thing. What I'm saying is, and I really don't believe that it's the kids, and I tried to read about it
Yeah.
online, and there were so many different
Even if it's the
variations of
kids,
the
it can't
story.
be allowed.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just the
Yeah,
thing
'cause
is,
they're under the
whether
age
it's
of
cultural
18.
or not, why do you want to put the kids in that mindset for them to even understand what marriage is about?
You put them
know
in a
what I
hut
mean?
together.
We have a bunch of 50-year-olds
You
who still
want
don't
You want to
understand
play
what
chama
marriage is.
baba
It's
take it too seriously.
complicated.
Kwanza
So
hiyo
does
inaweza
that-
kuwa inaweza kuwa reasoning crazy sana ati watoto ndio walitaka. Hapana.
There's an ad that aired a couple of months ago that I found disturbing, where kids were acting as adults and there were small girls who were acting as slay queens. Did you
Oh,
see
it was
that
an ad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that for me was disturbing. That was disturbing, where it is okay for a brand to use children to associate with older women and doing older women things. I don't know. For me, I find when it comes to exploiting children that way, I find it funny. There was also an ad for a bank where they were advertising a package for children. And they had a young girl, and she didn't have a shirt on. She only had diapers, and she was a little older. That also I found a little disturbing. In that way, yes. But here, if it's cultural, at the end of the day, they
But
go
maybe-
and they drive
What
past.
are these that play on your
Maybe-
YouTube page?
Yeah.
Maybe ni cultural vile unasema. Maybe it's not ati marriage
Unfortunately,
kawaida.
Butita,
Maybe
I
tu
have
wataendelea
to-
kwa
Butits.
kwao,
I have
watu
to say
wamebukiana.
Butits.
Tits?
Say that again, say that
Okay.
again.
But that's actually not a cool name. Like,
Anita.
Butits sounds extremely...
is-
Anita
really
knows
not a
all
name.
of me.
It's
names.
very emasculating.
Butits,
What is
Burira.
butits? Are you not
Butits.
understanding? We're going to take a short break. We'll be back.
Let's
Tit
educate
for
you
tat,
during the break.
yeah, yeah.
And welcome back, hashtag TTTT at the Trend Live. Now, with so many stories that we're getting, we're also, we're talking about rather, we are also, of course, very thankful of the tweets that we get, the hashtag being TTTT at the Trend Live. You send it through. Who's tweeting us, Cindy?
So there's a guy called Kyoko, Kingo John Kyoko, who's saying, tell Butita to call me, please.
Butita, your Cute Boys Association of Kenya is attracting the wrong crowd.
Mbona Kyoko anakuambia umpigie simu?
The wrong team.
No.
The wrong.
Sister yake anaweza kuwa
It's
anatumia
attracting boys.
simu yake.
That's what's happening.
So, hapana
Actually,
tunatafuta job kwa association. Job. Because we are empowering good boys.
Anaangalia tu TV, anaona venye anaona hii start
Because
imefanana
kuna
tu.
mademo ametweet ni vile
Hapana,
mnaziruka.
Butita, imefanana na hii
swear,
shati
not
yako.
one
Anaangalia
woman.
tu anasema atatoa madoa yote. Kyoko, he will call you right back, my brother. In fact, Kyoko, do this, call us. If
Money
you
has been
can,
poor to finish
call
me.
us live on air. We just, you know, we're here
Kyoko,
for
I don't know Kyoko. I've never seen Kyoko. The only Kyoko I know is Sonko.
He's called Kyoko John Kingo.
Huyo simjui.
Kingo.
Ati call me. Mimi simjui.
Ndipo madeni Butita, ndipo madeni.
Simjui.
And a speed belt.
Let's away from Kyoko and boutiques. Let's move over to another couple, Ringtone and Willy Paul. Now, Ringtone wants his fight and Willy Paul. There's a fight they're going to have. See, again, sometimes I just don't catch up with these
Conjestina
things.
style or like?
Yeah, no, yeah, Zarika style.
Okay.
So he says that he wants it to be sponsored like Zarika. So now I'm like, oh, so it was that publicity stunt. He's more than prepared for the bout. The problem is Willy Paul is concentrating on posting videos. Za Mayang's Ringtone. Ringtone has a bone to pick with Willy Pose after he released a song with Nandi called Hallelujah. So are we ready for the fight? Do we care for the fight? No? I mean, of course, I don't care for the fight.
I didn't even know Ringtone was still.
Oh, you didn't know there was a fight? You didn't know Ringtone?
Never.
A pocket.
What?
I should say
What
that.
did you say?
No, never mind.
We
Move on.
couldn't hear you.
Sorry.
Can we rewind back?
I don't feel like being loud enough for the people at the back to hear. But I would actually want to see that fight. It would be interesting.
Did you
I'd
just
be-
ask if Ringtone is still doing music?
No,
Oh, okay.
Ngoja. Unajua Ringtone?
yeah.
Umji?
Omdri?
A pocket.
Omdri, you're never in this country, so we don't know what you know.
Ringtone.
Nyi wase mbona mnataka?
Na sio ile ya sio call back tone ama ile simu inalia madrinks na mayangs, no, not that one.
Nimeshanga unamjua yani. Mimi namjua. Najua Ringtone. Best yangu.
But let me ask you guys something, right?
Yeah.
So Willy Paul does these songs, right? Why is it such a big deal? See, that's how maybe he
Na
chooses
kama uko na
to
ubaya.
praise. Because what's the difference?
Because
maybe it's just, it's not what you, why is it always news? I don't get it.
Perceived a certain type of way. It's also
Willy Paul
we
alisema.
stand up like
Willy Paul
this,
alisema.
we clap, we do those things. That's how gospel is
But
perceived.
see, what about the young generation? What about them? Should
He's
they also like...
over-commercialized gospel.
Alisema nyinyi mfikirie vile mtafikiria lakini mimi nikuwe vile nitakuwa. Nikiimba na Nandi kama uko na shida tafuta Mnandi wimbe na yeye.
Kwanza mimi sijawahi kujuanga Willy Paul anakwanga anatetema. Oh mama.
Unajua hii ni madharau analeta na bado ni sawa tu.
He talks like that, by the way.
Ingine Ringtone
Why
anapiga
is it
kelele.
anyone's business? That's my concern. I don't know why
Because he
why can't he
claims-
just prosper? He's so talented. He is, whether you like it or not. He makes hits.
him
You're
a
watching
secular
him.
singer.
I mean, I pesa iliingia saa ngapi? We've been here with you this whole time. We haven't even
I'm
seen
just,
it.
I don't. Why
Actually-
is it news? I'm like, let's move past it then. We
Because
get it.
he claims he's a
said-
gospel
Unaona
singer.
kama-
I know,
Everything
gospel
he
is
does
a
is
certain
controversial
way.
I
from
hear
the
you.
gospel.
I hear you. I'm just saying
Aseme
now that
tu-
we've talked about
aseme
it.
tu,
Na
listen,
amekataa, atoki,
I am a
amebaki.
secular artist now.
No, aliuliza.
Let's accept and move
Yes.
on.
Aliuliza gospel ni nini siku moja. Watu wamuelezee juu. Sasa pia alikuwa anashindwa mbona wanasema imbangi gospel.
You know, I feel that question is like MCAs who said, Kwani, what does an MCA do?
Sasa
Remember that one of ni criminal. She
Sindi
didn't know
una-
what an MCA
Sindi
does.
unaanza
So
mbaya na tuko kwa
Hata
TV.
if he's a gospel artist and he's asking what is gospel music,
All
then that goes
I'm
to
not-
show he
I'm
needs
not-
to sing another genre of music
Which is
where
okay.
he might be
Someone can
appreciated
twerk from the
more.
beginning to the end of the video and all of us will be like, oh,
Yeah.
right, another twerker is in the business.
No, I'm just like, why don't you just switch it off?
There is a time-
you know, like, don't
Yeah,
watch
I never
it
switched on
then.
in the first place.
There is a time-
I think it's just inappropriate.
Hiyo ndo Kenya nashangaa.
Ngoja-
But anyway, moving on.
Moja kuna time Juliani aliulizwa swali kayo akasema ufanya music with positive vibes. Unajua kuna muziki zina push message tu ya
Yeah.
Yeah.
message
That makes
mbaya
sense.
message yake. Na kuna muziki tu yenyewe ni muziki tu. Hakuna
Ni ngoma
mali.
tu.
Hakuna mali advice watu kufanya
a
vitu
big
baya.
tune.
That's it.
Nini.
Me, I'm just wondering why it constantly has to be news or talked about.
Because
or
he's
like,
refused
move
to
past
claim
it.
he's
And
a
refused
secular
to have
artist.
Bahati who-
Okay, he can just say,
you
he
know.
can say what Juliani said, I'm an artist who sings songs with positive vibes.
Yes.
The thing is, saying you're a gospel artist, truth be told, gospel artists make way more money
Like
than
Right,
secular
right.
artists. So
Like
maybe,
hata Bahati.
maybe by saying that I'm a
in
gospel
this
artist,
country, I
Hata
think
Bahati
in this
ako na-
country,
yeah.
Hata Bahati
Yeah.
ako na kipindi ya secular kwa TV.
It's not a secular kipindi.
Kuna kipindi ya gospel.
Yeah, iko.
See, ile akina Mo.
Crossover. Hiyo akibaha
Anyway.
Baha kaniambia I love you, Baha kaniambia hey, aki I was surprised.
Bana, Bahati mwambia I love you kama Kioko. I'm kidding. Now, let's proceed. Now, the newly appointed CS for Education has warmed the hearts of many Kenyans with this unexpected gesture. Just take a look, sorry.
And do not change. When you talk of o'clock, the minute and do not change. What changing is there? How?
So he was in class, he learned A, B, C, which these days is different. It's like
Adi, what was more under pressure, the chair or the CS? I was like, wow.
Oh, damn.
Kenyans on Twitter are undefeated. They're so rude. Like,
I
Amina.
know. Ati, what was that?
Unajua vile imagine wewe ni mwalimu alafu CS amekuja. Vile unaweza taka kukaa mzuri.
Imagine.
What's 1 + 1 2? Thank you very much. You're a good boy. Nice.
Kevin, ba.
Do you want sweet?
Who is this? Who is the Bujibu? Bujibu. You knew that. 1 + 1. It's true.
Amina, take this on the radio, killing me.
yeah, today you're on a mad roll. I know.
Let me tell you guys something so crazy, and I hope if other people who are watching could do this. So I went for this forum. It was really, really cool. And one of the things that I learned is that we actually care so much about what people think about you, and that stops you from doing so much. So I realized that you care about so much about what people say, especially when you're in this industry.
Yeah.
When you're on this side of the camera, you know, you care so much. You're like, did I say it right? Did I say it? People will always have an opinion, and they'll constantly be, you know,
Right.
negative.
Yeah.
A lot more will be negative. So why do you care so much? You focus so much on that you stop being yourself. So I decided, excuse him, wow, we're going to live our lives, we're going to be myself.
I
so
like
anyway,
this new Amina.
Tita, as you were saying, so
For
before we take the
president.
break, what were you saying before we take the break? Mesa?
People have opinions.
Cute Ways Association of Nairobi.
You know, I was watching what
We
the
have to
teacher
take a
was.
break,
Sorry,
Cindy.
you know,
Go
she was
for
like, and the hour hand goes to 3, and then that is why we talk the way we do. Unajua yule mse alienda akafika, alafu tukaenda tukafanya. We learned it from school.
It's
It's
one
how
of the
teachers
best
do
stories.
it.
I like stories where I'm contributing.
But-
Yeah, you feel like you're part of the story.
Yeah.
It starts
It's
in
like
school.
songs. A sing-along sounds nice.
Basi
Everybody say apple.
Apple! You don't like that?
Hapana,
I
basi
definitely-
nyinyi mlisharia different. Si pale tuligrow ungemalizia story ya mtu.
Kwa nini?
Lazima ukwe off. Nilichukua shati nikachukua
Pasi.
panga.
I,
Nikaeka panga kando ndio nikaenda kuvaa
Shati.
Shati.
nikapiga shower.
We're going to be right back. You're watching TTTT. Welcome back. You're watching TTTT right here on NTV as we turn on your world. At the Turn Live is where you get to tweet us. Listen, now, we all have to agree that the one person who is incredibly, I think, important in our lives, or, you know, for those of us who lost our moms, it really is your mom. I mean, we can all agree that our mothers really sacrificed a lot for us to get to where we are, for us to just, you know, get through our childhood. They put up with so much just so that, you know, we can become who we are today. So now the trend in partnership with Geisha wants to celebrate those moms who, Akia Mungu yani, they give everything and then some. So we want to celebrate them. The values that they instilled in you, they must have made you the you that you are today. So we want to hear some of those stories, some of those mom stories. The hashtag is here, Amina, and the hashtag is Mama Nakuita. So you tag us on social media at The Trend Live and share that story. Tag at Geisha Kenya as well, as we help appreciate your mother, all right? As we build up to Mother's Day, which is right around the corner. So tell us that mom story. Mama Nakuita. Alafu, what did your mom do?
Anakupiga.
How different is your mom? Oh, anakupiga.
Tuma.
I know.
My sister hates that. She's like, I'm so confused. Why is it as soon as you see me, Suddenly the remote is too far.
Yeah.
You don't know where your cup is. And then it's just, but I
We
don't
talk
know.
about this with my sister all the time. The thing that we used to really, really get angry about was my mom. If you're the one who's done a mistake,
Yeah.
we were 6 kids, all of you are banished
One
to
by
hell.
6.
And just, you know, I'm like, but we didn't do anything.
As in, if my mom started beating one child, we all knew we were ready. As in, you even get into position. You're just like,
Umefanya. Umefanya. So those are the stories that we want to hear. Why should we celebrate your mother? Why should your mother be the one who will join me right here in studio so that she can share her story? So tag us and tell us all about it, all right? Now, this one I found to be very interesting. Now, the Huduma Namba service launched in different parts of the country has faced very interesting points of criticism, right? So Kenyans who don't understand are like, it's like Brexit. We are not sure, and then we're sure, and then we're not sure. It's just, you know. So now with the most interesting one being the misconception that by joining the service, people will, you know, with Mpango Kandos, now you will be exposed. It's not that. However, I have to tell you this now, and I think this comes from the fact that the government has allowed Kenyans to register up to 5 spouses in the National Integrated Management System, commonly referred to as the Huduma Namba. So 5 spouses.
5.
But it is just like,
that's a lot.
8.
Space kidogo.
Nilijua, they don't help. It's not.
Lakini sawa, unajua kuna wase wana moya spouse watano. Watu
5.
Wewe kuna watu wame
many.
5 is a lot.
Waheshimiwa. Wewe unacheza.
2, 3, fine. 5.
You know the
Damn.
latest mheshimiwa is Chipukizi. Chipukizi, tell us.
What are you?
I
Pour
mean-
that tea, Amina.
Chipukizi
I don't
kwanza.
know
Tell
this
us.
tea. Pour this
Chipukizi kwanza
tea.
ameambiwa.
No, me, I'm like,
Ameambiwa
no, he's
vae
a
kama mheshimiwa.
mheshimiwa. He said it's a mheshimiwa thing. I'm like, eh?
Ameambiwa vae kama mheshimiwa kwanza. Waheshimiwa ndio unajua wanapenda.
His girlfriend would kill him.
Waheshimiwa ndio wanapenda. Waheshimiwa wengi wenye najua siaga mtu ako na 3 wives, 4 wives. So najua walitetewa kwanza. Ndio mara
I'm the
hizo
only broke
space.
person in this economy. How do you have 3 wives?
How do you have 2?
Butita's like,
I
how do you
don't
have
get it.
one?
Okay, how do you
Actually, Butita,
how do you have 3 wives?
Wait, first.
After the first one, you married the
Unfortunately,
second one.
apparently I'm dressed for our Rurashio. I've been told Anita Nderu is ready for Eddie Butita's Rurashio. Finally, our brother will pass over his name to the respective gender. God bless Mrs. Butita. Sorry, Butita.
Now that's
We
the
can now
pro-
call him Eddie.
Anita and Butita actually rhymes.
that's the problem
Okay, guys,
with Kenya.
listen. I've got to let you go. Butita and
Butits.
Anita. And thank you so much, Cindy. We don't have time, unfortunately. We're out of time. I know. We're out of time.
real
But
quick.
we're not
second.
in time for
No,
me to
no,
tell you
no,
all
I mean,
about
but-
Captain
but-
Morgan Spice Gold, which is
Why are we not drinking
Why
this,
are we
Captain
drinking? We're
Morgan?
doing the show.
Hey, I just work here, by the way. Like,
Can we have
Please,
cocktails?
please, Captain Morgan.
Theory and
Listen,
practical.
it's,
You know?
expertly blended with spice and natural flavors. It's the best served in a tankard
We
over
want
ice
to
with cola
taste.
and
We
a
want to
slice of lime
taste.
to create a perfectly balanced spirit with a smooth finish. And it's available in 2 bottle sizes, 750 ml
But
and
not
250
available in
ml.
studio.
And
I'm
it's for
wondering.
only 800 bob. That's a larger bottle, all right? So it's definitely value for money. And the small one is 270 bob, which makes it even more affordable.
And better for the panel.
The AC fun is an essential way of engaging with life and friends. And if, you know, you
We're
also
your
think
friend.
about that, who better to rejuvenate your spirits tonight rather than Captain Morgan himself? Live like the captain and live like a captain. Hashtag Captain Morgan Gold. Do you guys have a message for the folks over at Captain Morgan?
Yes,
Yes.
we want a bottle. We should
Thank
actually,
you.
We should,
We
but
want to
that show
sample.
can be so lit though.
We want
It
to
can.
sample during the show. Why
Yeah.
not? All these good
Yes.
things. That's theory. Where's the practical?
Your
Like
show
the
couldn't
teacher
get to
said, we
every
want
story.
to
Drink.
Hey, and these are your role models.
Ama kama ni Friday.
I don't know them.
Yes, it's a Friday.
We want to
Anyway,
get.
thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, we didn't have time. If you want more time on TTTT, I think we should just tag my bosses. Adjust us the Then the show will be 2 hours.
it.
But we are done. Oh my God.